is Maya. I use AM, they, them, and she, her pronouns. And I'm very grateful that Loquat exists. Very happy that y'all got this space. Very, very excited for y'all's growth. And I'm gonna share 7 poems. I'm gonna try my best to keep it within the 10 to 15 minute mark you had named. But yeah, all these poems are gonna come from a manuscript that will be published with Game Over Books. And its release date is May 30th, 2023, because the publishing industry is fantastic. Because like seriously, I wrote a series of these poems for like 2 to 3 years. They got accepted for publication in October of 2021, got paired with my editor, and it should be finalized and everything by August of this year. And then the release date comes out like a few months before May 2023, and then it gets released in 2023. So, yay, publishing! I love it! This first poem is called In the Beginning. In the beginning, God was bored and loving enough to allow himself to pull the glittery Big Bang from his sleeve. Lucifer was bored too. But while not too far from God, he liked the loneliness of the darkness. God said, "Let there be light," when he created the day and proclaimed it good. Lucifer thought his name provided enough light. On the day God created Adam, Lucifer questioned his enoughness. When God did not want man to be alone and made a companion for Adam, Lucifer became jealous, bitter. When Adam and Eve were kicked out of Eden, Lucifer did not expect to be cursed too. It's no longer just him and God. God had more than enough friends, even when he was upset with them. I'll show him, thought Lucifer. On the 12th day, Lucifer changed his name to Satan and proclaimed it good. On the 1096th day, Satan challenged God to show how hopeless humans are through Job, proved to him that slinging out creation was never a good idea. God, righteously cocky, said, "Bet." God won, and it was good. Satan rubbed his hands together and got to work. Tried again. On the 260,666th day, Satan created white supremacy, the DSM, transphobia, continued to trick scattered humans into believing any room for sorrow and sadness needed to fester long enough on the inside to tear them apart. Sitting back on his recliner, engulfed by flames, he enjoyed witnessing humans shout at God from afar. Satan's favorite saying humans created for him is, "The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was making the world believe he did not exist." On the 1,000,000th day, Satan continues to destroy and confuse humans to get that original loneliness back, and he finds it oh so good. Thank you. Thank you for sitting with that doozy. Yup. Shout out to the watering hole for getting that poem out of me. It's a great writing retreat for writers of color. Would highly recommend applying to it. Like, it's for any writers, not just poets, so please apply to it. This next poem, it's another doozy, and this is about the time when I had a panic attack, and a cop pulled me over and was like, "Are you drunk?" When a Falmouth police officer pulls you over to call your panic attack drunkenness, cry, pray, sob, wail, repeat. Show him your ID. Your skin may be lighter than your brother's, but your hair is still kinky. You can only assume that's why the officer's flashlight's work shift begins. Thank God you are wearing a blue blouse that covers your cleavage and your pulse rattling back and forth in your chest. Assert calmly that you are indeed one of the good ones, not a drunk. It's just a late night. Thank God he doesn't utilize a breathalyzer. Pull over when his red, blue, and white lights flicker. Thank God you updated your flimsy registration and insurance slips in time. Don't remember to breathe. You're sure he and his American flag-colored lights don't want you to. Use that PWI college education of yours and push that politeness as if you are a pedal pushing the gas to leave. Don't tell either of them about your mental disorder. They'll use it against you. Push down the panic crawling up from your chest to your esophagus to your mouth earlier on the road. When the officer tells you, just wanted to check in, lie to him. End the flashlight, intimidating your eyes, and say you believe both of them, that you believe their good cop, bad cop routine. Cry, pray, sob, wail, repeat. Give in to your fear of the officer and his lights following you home, or pulling you over again, or pulling over someone else, or arresting someone else, or arresting you. Question, if you can breathe. Thank them, wish them a good night. Drive 10 miles under the per hour assigned to you and fellow drivers. Thank you. You can tell Jordan that that piece is done. Make sure he's taking care of himself. How you doing? Oh, okay, got you. Just making sure you're taking care of.
Oh, I'm good.
Good. This next poem is called "You Look So Good," and this is the problem of being a trans person wearing this very frilly dress that your sister told you to wear for her wedding, and this makeup you had to wear for her wedding. You look good. I don't care how much of a pretty, powdery, flowery garden my face looked. It still amazes me how my sister had to get married during COVID-19. The false caterpillars on my eyelids made me uncomfortable. At least the mask covered the rest of my face due to COVID-19. My feet felt too heavy because they are too scared to walk downstairs. Don't you dare blame me. Place all the blame on COVID-19. The stress and tension in my upper back, neck, and shoulders is a mix from myself and what I inherited from 3 generations of anxiety and depression long before COVID-19. My inherited moles have been mistaken multiple times as freckles. My mask hides the snaggletooth that shyly peeks through my smile. I can smile during COVID-19. At a much younger age, I had a strong desire for braces. Now I refuse to let any dental work erase history. Neither can history erase COVID-19. After the wedding, I can't stop looking in the mirror at the shaved cut touched up that is fun to rub my fingers against. My friend Sam hooked me up during COVID-19. This time, I, Maya, will not be micromanaging myself. I will be macro-adoring myself, even in the midst of COVID-19. Thank you. This next piece listen, the Words of Fire Retreat is responsible for this next piece. It's another writing retreat for people of marginalized genders who are Black and brown. Shout out to Samad Durkee for organizing it every year. And this is originally going to be the title of my manuscript, and then I decided against it. And that's okay. The devil is concerned with more pressing matters than my mental health issues. I won't deny. He sure has been the ghostwriter of most of the DSM, transforming transness into evil, corrupted. Nope, I'm going to start again. The devil is concerned with more pressing matters than my mental health issues. I won't deny. He sure has been the ghostwriter of most of the DSM, transforming transness into evil, corrupt contagion, softening the blow of racism by labeling it as aimless. I won't lie. A theologian once described Jesus as his favorite ex-boyfriend who checks in. I thought my least favorite was the devil, with his occasional unwelcome arrivals in spiritual realms. But he is way too busy to be the spirit that possesses my mind and body. The devil has an apocalypse to plan, filled with red-orange flames from the arrows of trusty horsemen, a supremacist army with desire for hell's manifest destiny, eugenic colonial power. He has other curses to conjure that have zero correlation with mental illness. Emotions do not equate an ailment. An influence is not the same as the final product. There's a difference between the thoughts I can control and the thoughts I cannot. Yes, continue to pray for me, only if you could pray the right one next time. Thank you. One of my favorite things to shout at an open mic is, that last line though!
That last line though!
Thank you. This next poem is called Good, Good Prayer. I want that good, good prayer. Not that talk to God so you don't have to talk to me prayer. I want that talk to God so you can talk to your people how you need to prayer. I want that good, good prayer. Not that welcome the Lord into your heart pontificating in public prayer. I want that welcome the Lord into your heart privately when you're ready prayer. I want that good, good prayer. Not that sending thoughts and prayers prayer from aimless Facebook comments or check-in text messages that are impulsively obligatory while being so empty for lack of follow-through and full of permission to want to forget. I want that I'm making my prayers float and move beyond my bedroom prayer that lead to holding someone or advocating in a way that is impulsively obligatory while being full for total follow-through and full of permission to remember. I want that good, good prayer. Not that God doesn't want you swearing or speaking in slang prayer. I want that juicy, colorful, honest prayer. I want that good, good prayer. Not that he's in a better place prayer. I want that he was taken against his will, so how do we give others better reasons to stick around prayer? I want that good, good prayer. Not that God is not calling us to that now, surface level prayer. I want that God is definitely calling to us, and we're not leaving the sanctuary until we're done prayer. Thank you. Okay, I got two more. This is funny when I got to facilitate a high school slam recently. I haven't been to a slam in years. Even the last slam I went to was 2018. So it was really nice to be present for a bunch of high schoolers, and myself and a co-facilitator started with an opening poem. And kids are so cute. When I read the opening line, because the opening line is did you know children have suitcases now that can operate as scooters? And someone was like, no, I did not know that! So this poem is called, I Am Living for This. Did you know children have suitcases now that can operate as scooters? Red and blue zipping through DCA, what a way to pass the time of a layover. I am so in love with that woman's braids. Would I give to feel the fingers crafting from my scalp to my ends to feel like a visual work of art, a masterpiece? The sweetness of the frosting of a strawberry donut, are you kidding me? It's so good. I have 2 more pages of this book left, and it's always exciting to complete a collection so a new one can be started. My big purple backpack fit in the overhead bin this time! Hallelujah! No forcing or stuffing today. My partner and I watched the next episode of Feel Good, and it is stunning. Neither of us are even aware of the crying that's going to come 4 episodes later. The closest thing that I'm currently aware of for transformative justice on screen. Justice has to come from the internal too. It is less humid in Portland. Praise be! Praise be to the gentle sun and the on-time Lyft driver with a clean vehicle. Praise be to the pink blossoms we witnessed on the drive home. Praise be to the warm shower and Garnier Fructis conditioner. Praise be to rest. Real rest. I am living for all of this. Praise be to being alive so that I didn't miss it. Thank you. Thank you. I got one more poem. One more thank you to Loquat and the amazing work that you're doing. Oh my goodness. Again, congrats on the space. I want y'all open as long as y'all are at capacity to be open for. So it's so incredible. The clothing and the jewelry and everything you make is incredible, and the collaborators that you collaborate with are incredible, and the things they make. So yeah, for the last poem, I loved writing this poem too in like 2019, and I'm glad it made it to the manuscript that's going to come out in 2023. I love it when Black people ask, "How you living?" It is more intentional than any, "How are you doing?" I'll be asked in my lifetime. How you living? I'm just trying to be more like you. It is the warmest hug from my friends and favorite cousins I desire after not seeing them for so long. How you living? You know how it is. This is the in-house check-in I can trust. How you living? Just hanging.